This intermediate workout is the first step to get you nice and sweaty while waking up the lower body muscles. Let's get started. Let's start with the feet wide and the arms out to the side. Rotate your arms from shoulder to hands, moving each arm in opposite direction, warming up the shoulders, wrists and hands. Step your feet together now. Let your hands come down to your side and stand in mountain pose. Now take your legs wide and turn your toes out. Bring your chest down to level with your hips. And then swing your arms from side to side, reaching past each opposite foot, twisting as you turn side to side, warming up the obliques, the core and the back. Now relax and roll up to standing. Step your feet together and breathe steadily. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Now step one foot behind your opposite leg and bend both knees deeply, then try on the other side. Good. Continue moving quickly to warm up the body and get your blood flowing. This exercise tones the glutes, thighs and calves and fortifies the knees and ankles. Keep your spine tall and long. To help you stay balanced, keep your gaze steady and focus on just one point in front of you. Step together, release your hands. Take yourself to the front of the mat and step your right foot back to a deep lunge, bending the knee and then lifting the knee up all the way towards the chest. Keep moving with the right leg back and forth. You'll start to build strength and warmth in the hips and glutes. Good. Step together. Go on the left side. Left foot back and knee up to the chest. Bend your knee deeply, keep your spine long and tall. Keep your neck relaxed and look forward. Nicely done. Step together and absorb the movement. Release your hands. Breathe. Let's come all the way down to forward fold. Place your palms to the side of your feet and walk your feet back. Come into downward facing dog. Stretching to the heels, opening through the hamstrings and calves and stretching out the chest. Letting your shoulders soften away from your ears. Beautiful. Few more deep breaths here. Keep going. A few more. Well done. Now step your right foot to the left, bending your left knee and press into your palms. Stretching the right side of your body. Let your head hang and release your neck. Step back to the downward dog and over to the other side. Left foot steps behind the right and the right knee bends deeply. Press strongly into your left palm. Let your head hang and release your neck. Come back to the center now. Walk your feet one at a time towards your hands, coming back to forward fold. And then roll up to standing. Raise your arms above your head and then lower them down by your side. Begin to jog in place, kicking your knees high towards your chest. Breathe evenly. Release and stand. Catch your breath. Now step your feet wide on your mat and turn your toes out. Bend your knees, hands to your heart, and pulsate in this deep squat. Up and down with the hips. Spine stays long, neck stays relaxed. Beautiful. Stand tall. Turn your toes forward, release your hands and roll your spine down, stretching your inner thighs and your hips. Let your head hang and relax completely. Now slowly roll back up to standing, relax your shoulders, turn your toes wide and come deep again into the squat. Hands on your knees, this time twist your spine as you roll each shoulder one at a time forward and the other back. Sink deep in your legs as you roll through your shoulders back and forth and side to side, twisting the spine. Next, stand up tall, turn your toes in and step together. Take a deep breath in and breathe out completely. Now jump to your left, tapping your right toe behind your left, and then over to the right, tapping your left toe behind your right. Tapping your hand down each time you tap your toes. This kind of quick movement increases our heart rate, improves our metabolism, and helps us burn fat. Wonderful. Stand up, catch your breath, stand steady in mountain pose. Step your feet wide again, turn your toes out, bend your right knee and reach over to the right, lifting your left arm. Now switch sides, bending your left knee and reach your right arm up. Keep your hips low as you move side to side. Enjoy the nice stretch in the hips, open your chest, your sideways and your shoulders. A few more, you're doing great. Let's step feet together and roll up to standing. Nice work. Step to the back of your mat and roll down. Walk your hands forward, coming to plank. Lower halfway down and all the way to upward dog. Then pull the hips back to downward dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands and coming to forward fold, rest your head and neck. Now lift halfway up, lengthening the spine, fall forward and rise all the way up to standing. Reach your arms towards the sky and release them down to the sides. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down to the mat. Roll up as you inhale, upward dog, and pull back as you exhale, downward dog. Enjoy a few deep, relaxing breaths in downward dog. Walk your feet toward your hands. Bend your knees, rise to chair, arms overhead. Now come onto your tiptoes, challenging your balance. Take your hands to your heart. Keep your gaze steady at one point in front of you to help you balance here. Still on your tiptoes, take your hands to your hips now and open and close your knees. Open and close. Lower your heels, fold forward. Lift halfway. Plant your hands and step back to plank, lower to the mat, roll to upward dog, pull back to downward dog. Take a deep breath in here, then walk your feet slowly toward your hands. Bend your knees, jump back and jump forward. Jump between plank and forward fold to strengthen the legs, glutes, and really pick up the heart rate and metabolism. Do your best. Keep jumping. Jump forward, rest in forward fold, and catch your breath. Plant your hands now, bend your knees, come down into a squat. Lower your hips and extend your legs as you roll all the way down to your back. Point your toes, lift your gaze, and then circle your legs as if your toes are trying to shape a ball. First in one direction, breathing in as you feel your abdominals root down. Now switch direction. Keep reaching through your toes. Almost there. And relax. Legs come down. Feel your breath filling your entire torso, expanding in all directions. Lift the legs and head again and begin crisscrossing the feet like scissors, one over the other. Rest down, bend your knees, lift the hips and plant the hands down on the mat. Lift your right leg and the hips high, reach your toes high to the sky and ground down to the inner edge of the left foot. Lift your chest, press down to your shoulders. One more moment, lift the hips and lower your right foot down. Now lift your left foot towards the sky, hips lift high. Ground to your shoulders and your hands. One more moment and lower your right foot down. Lift your hips high into a bridge and clasp your hands under your sacrum for another couple deep breaths. Release your hands and roll back down. Nice job. Extend your legs and rest. Begin in child pose, settling your mind and your body as you smooth and deepen your breath. Now slide a little forward and bring your palms together at the back of your head, melting your chest toward the floor in puppy pose. Enjoy a few more deep breaths here, stretching the back and the chest. Release your hands, take your hips back and rise up to kneeling. Sit on your heels, straighten the spine and roll the shoulders back. Reach your hands forward, coming to tabletop. Lift your left arm high and then thread it down underneath so that you rest on your left shoulder. Lift your right arm up, twisting the upper body. You may place your right hand over your head on the floor, deepening the twist. Allow the head to rest and your neck relax. Breathe deeply. Now release the right hand down, left hand towards the sky and lower it down. Lift your right arm to the sky and slide it under, resting on your right shoulder, reaching your left arm high and rest it above your head on the floor. Breathe deeply in and out. And and slowly bring yourself back to the tabletop, lifting your right arm high and then taking it back down. Sit back on your heels and sit tall. Come back to the tabletop, knees under your hips. Step your right foot forward to the outside of your mat. For lizard, you can stay on your palms, or if it's available, lower down to your forearms for a deep hip opener. Breathe deeply as you stretch into your outer hip of your right leg through the left quadriceps and hip flexors. Lengthen your spine. Good. If you are on your elbows, come back to your hands and lift your right arm up to the sky into a twist. Release your right hand back towards your left hip and roll open your shoulders. Now slowly release right hand down. Right knee comes back and step the left foot forward to the outside of your mat, coming into lizard, stretching deep into the outer left hip and the right hip flexor. Soften your hips, melting them towards your mat as you breathe deeply. Now lift on your palms, taking your left arm to the sky and twisting. Release your top hand back and open your chest. Beautiful. Left arm up and then back down. Stepping your left foot back to the table. Kneel on your heels and sit up tall. Reach forward coming to table, then cross your ankles and roll back to come to your seat, extending your legs in front of you. Now open your legs wide as you can, flex through your feet and then reach forward, resting down on your forearms or farther. If you are not able to come on your forearms, just keep your arms straight in front of you and support yourself on your fingers. Come back up, reaching the right arm overhead and way beyond the left foot. Your left hand may rest in front of you or on your right hip. Come back up to the center and switch sides. Lift your left arm and reach over to the right. Lean back as you open the sideways. Good. Right back to the center and release the hands. Turn your feet forward to the front of your mat. Flex your feet and roll over on your back. Extend and open into Shavasana. So just let your breath become more relaxed as your entire body from toes to head begins to soften. Breathe slowly, deeply, as you give your body this opportunity to come into deep relaxation. Take your awareness to your toes and invite the relaxation there. Move your awareness to your feet and ankles, letting the process of awareness invite relaxation. Moving your awareness to your shins, your knees and your thighs, feeling your legs heavy, rooted toward the earth. Breathe and relax into your pelvis, belly, chest and back. Relax your shoulders, arms and hands. Bring your awareness to your neck, your head and all the muscles of your face, relaxing your eyes, nose, mouth and jaw, resting and breathing easily. Enjoy this final part of your practice where everything that you did integrates and your body, mind and spirit come into balance. Great job today on your practice. It was a hard one, but you did so great, and every time you come back to practice, it will get easier and more fun. So join us again soon at Nadi Yoga.